Welcome back, Helldivers. Thank you all for the support you've shown the channel these past few weeks. I've kind of slowed down the production of my videos. I had some personal things going on, but I'm fully back now covering the game. So where better to jump back in than the start of the Second Galactic War. Where we previously left off in the game's lore was the start of Operation Metallic Harvest, wherein all Helldivers were ordered to dismantle 2 billion automatons to receive the MD-17 anti-tank mines. Sadly, while we had succeeded mere weeks ago in the eradication of 2 billion Terminids, Operation Metallic Harvest was a failure. The automaton forces proved to be too numerous for Helldivers to push back, and in turn, Super Earth factory workers did not have enough scrap metal to assemble the anti-tank mines. As a direct response to not only the failure of this operation, but also the recent backfiring of the Terminid control system, Super Earth officials made a monumental announcement: the beginning of the Second Galactic War.
Freedom's greetings. I'm your host, Coretta Kelly. Citizens of all ages and classifications are signing up to serve in what is now being called the Second Galactic War. According to reports, nearly 100% of able-bodied citizens have already voluntarily enlisted into the Super Earth Armed Forces. Meanwhile, those who are unable to fight are enthusiastically doing their part, making bullets, armor, toxic gas, and everything else needed for the arsenal of managed democracy. Coming up next, an interview with the artist behind the smash hit, Can't Ration My Love. Stay tuned.
The in-game briefing reads, "The automatons have invaded large swaths of our territory. The TCS has failed, and the Meridian super colony spews ever larger quantities of Terminids across the galaxy. Liberty is under greater threat than ever before. In response to this situation, the government of Super Earth has officially declared war on all agents of tyranny. All actions thus far have merely been special military operations. This galactic war on tyranny will not end until liberty is safe forever, once again. Mobilization across all sectors of the industry and economy has begun. Billions of able-bodied citizens from across the Federation have already volunteered for conscription. To train these eager new conscripts, construction of massive new training facilities have begun on a small number of lightly populated planets. They will be capable of processing tens of millions of citizens at once through the rigorous 72-hour SEAF basic training course. The Helldivers must hold the planets until construction of the facilities can be completed." So we see SEAF training facilities were put in place on many different planets to increase Super Earth's military might, and all Helldivers were called to defend these areas. Upon success of this mission, millions of SEAF soldiers were trained and put directly into the field to begin the war efforts. Directly following this, Operation Freedom's Calling was instated, which called for Helldivers to destroy over 3 billion agents of tyranny, but sadly was once again failed at 91% completion. The constant ups and downs of the new war had been felt on all citizens and Helldivers of Super Earth. We could not lose this war. So, in a turn for liberty, Operation Emancipator was begun and completed within a few days of its orders being released. Finally, with a new mech in our armory, we can turn our focuses back to the Terminid super colony on Meridia. The briefing for Operation Enduring Peace reads, "The time has come to address the Terminid super colony on Meridia. Using an experimental substance weaponized by our top scientific minds, the Helldivers will conduct a targeted strike to permanently end the threat posed by the super colony. Super Earth's top scientific minds have been gathered on Moradesh to weaponize the highly classified experimental substance known as Dark Fluid. Dark Fluid is a form of synthesized exotic matter liberated from the Illuminate following the First Galactic War. In a scientific breakthrough, our scientists have used it to engineer a solution to the Terminid super colony on Meridia. The first phase of this operation is to secure a route to Meridia and hold the staging ground until sufficient quantities of dark fluid can be weaponized and deployed. This is the priority. All other territorial losses are acceptable to ensure the success of this operation.
Freedom's greetings. I'm your host, Coretta Kelly. Today, the Dark Fluid Research Facility on Moradesh went into emergency shutdown, following what officials are describing as, quote, a close call. According to reports, the volatile exotic materials suddenly collapsed into a micro black hole that spaghettified 12 facility members before evaporating. Production of weaponized dark fluid is scheduled to resume tomorrow, with no shortfalls projected in support of the ongoing operation to destroy the Terminid supercolony. That's Liberty's latest. I'm Coretta Kelly.
For a while, I was really nervous with how many major orders were being failed within the world of Helldivers. But I have hope again now that we successfully completed this most recent one that gave us the new mech, which I know a lot of people are not fans of the mechs currently, as they have kind of been a little underwhelming. I'm really having fun with the new Emancipator mech. Yes, there are issues to it, but at the end of the day, it's kind of just some dumb fun that you can play around with. As for the dark fluid that is coming in, this is an experimental type of weapon substance that they talked about that we have liberated from the Illuminate. Obviously, there are videos out the wazoo pretty much almost every other day here on YouTube about if the Illuminate are finally coming back. And I'm not going to be partaking in that. I do have a lore video on the Illuminate ready to go. I'm going to wait until they actually return in the game, and then we can kind of do a recap on them from the first game, and then talk about them here in the second game. So a lot is happening in the world of Helldivers 2. Of course, all of this breakdown, all of this is happening right when I took a little bit of a break. But I'm back now, happy to be jumping back in. Things are moving as quickly as they always have. I'm looking forward to playing more with the Emancipator, and I'm also looking forward to see what happens on Meridia and with the Dark Fluid. Thanks for watching, and as always, go spread democracy.